Imagine you're sitting in a negotiation. The other person makes their offer, and instead of rushing to respond, you stay silent. Seconds pass. The silence grows heavier. They start fidgeting, and then, almost like magic, they improve their offer just to fill the silence. That's the power of saying nothing. Talking less can actually win you more. In psychology, silence creates pressure. Humans naturally hate awkward pauses, so they rush to fill them with words, often revealing more than they intended. In sales, negotiation, or even personal relationships, silence is not emptiness. It's a tool. Think about this. The one who talks less listens more, and the one who listens more understands better. A real-world example. Let's go back to 2008, when Steve Jobs revealed the first iPhone. Do you know what made his presentation so legendary? Not just the words, but the pauses. Jobs would say something groundbreaking, then stop. That silence gave the audience time to feel the weight of his words. It built anticipation. It made people lean forward. That's not just presentation magic. That's psychology in action.
Here's a real estate example. A buyer offers $250,000 for a house. The seller doesn't answer immediately. He stays quiet, just looking thoughtful. The buyer, uncomfortable with the silence, quickly says, "Actually, I can stretch it to $270,000. The seller just made $20,000 without saying a word. This works in salary negotiations too. If your boss says, "We can offer you $50,000 a year," and you stay silent, there's a good chance they'll add, "But we might be able to push it to $55,000. Notice how great leaders speak. They don't rush, they pause. A person who talks nonstop often sounds nervous or unsure, but someone who chooses their words carefully and allows silence between them commands respect. Think about a judge in a courtroom. They don't need to shout. Even their silence holds weight. Here's how you can use silence in daily life. In conversations, after someone finishes speaking, don't jump in. Pause. They'll often reveal more. In negotiations, when you hear an offer, stay silent for 5 to 10 seconds. It forces the other side to justify or improve it. In sales, when you ask a client, "So, how do you feel about this product?" Don't rush. Let them talk themselves into buying. In arguments, instead of shouting back, stay silent. Silence disarms anger more than words. And in presentations, use pauses to highlight your most important points. Your audience will remember the silence more than the noise.
The science behind it. Silence triggers something called discomfort of cognitive load. Our brains hate unfinished loops, so when someone doesn't respond, we fill the gap with extra words. This is why interrogators often use silence. It gets people talking. Silence also slows the pace of a conversation, giving you control. Silence as a listening tool. Silence isn't just about making the other person uncomfortable. It's also about learning. When you stay quiet, you give yourself time to process. You hear things you would have missed if you were talking too much. Example, during a business meeting, a client complains about a product. If you immediately respond, you might miss the real issue. But if you pause, listen, and stay silent for a moment, they reveal their true pain points. And that's where you can provide real solutions. Line to emphasize. The quieter you are, the more you hear, and the more strategic you can be. Silence creates emotional impact. Silence can also heighten emotions. In storytelling, movies, or speeches, silence after a shocking fact or statement makes people feel it more deeply. The pause forces them to reflect. Real-world example: imagine a negotiator says, "This is our final offer," then stays silent. The other party feels the weight of that moment and often reconsiders their position. Even in personal relationships, pausing after a difficult question can allow the other person to open up more rather than filling the space with defensiveness. Line to emphasize: silence amplifies meaning. It turns words into moments that matter. Mastering the art of strategic silence. To make silence work for you, it must be intentional, not awkward. 1. Pause before responding. After someone speaks, count to 3 in your head before answering. It makes you seem thoughtful and in control. 2. Use silence to signal confidence. Don't rush to explain or justify. Silence shows you're sure of your value. 3. Let silence guide the conversation. When negotiating, stay silent after an offer. Don't fill the space with excuses or reasons. Let the other party reveal more. 4. Combine silence with body language. Maintain eye contact, nod subtly, and stay calm. Silence becomes powerful when paired with presence. Example: a salesperson presents a premium product. The client hesitates. Instead of talking more, the salesperson pauses, smiles slightly, and stays silent. The client eventually says, "Okay, let's do it." Line to emphasize: mastering silence is about patience, timing, and presence. It's the invisible hand that steers every conversation.
So, the next time you're negotiating, pitching, or even arguing, remember this: silence is not weakness, it's power. Talking less doesn't mean you know less, it means you're in control. The world listens more carefully to the ones who know when to stop speaking. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us create more meaningful content for you, and we truly appreciate it.